Do you often find yourself taking a backseat in your relation? Do you find yourself overcompensating, over understanding, over accommodating, and adjusting to your partner's needs? Do you find yourself conforming to his needs and neglecting your own? Do you find yourself avoiding the conflict? Have you given the control of your life and the relation only to him? Then well, this is the video for you, and you need to realize that you are the main character of your life in a relation too. Stop being the supporting cast of your life and even in a relation, because you deserve to put yourself on a pedestal so that you know how to communicate in a healthy way and have a healthy and fulfilling relation. How to be the main character of your life. First, self-confidence. Doing the work for yourself on a daily basis by looking at yourself in the relation and building a relation with yourself, by spending time in solitude, knowing what you actually want and enjoying your own company. Main character energy is built in you because you know you put yourself on a pedestal knowing that, hey, listen, I know I'm a good company. I know I'm a good being to be around. My aura is such. I know I'm contagious. My positivity is contagious. My values are firm. I'm proud of myself because I've done the work. I face challenge in a very healthy and positive way. These are the things that build you. Second, authenticity. Authenticity is made when you see yourself for who you are and you accept yourself. If you are there or obsessing whether he still likes you, whether he's still obsessed with you, if you're searching how to let him chase you, you're not on the right path, and that relation will not make you feel fulfilled. You know why? Because the only acceptance that's needed, the only validation that's needed is lacking from within, and that's where you have to tap into yourself and accept yourself. And how do you do that? You do that by spending time with yourself and seeing yourself and crying yourself in front of the mirror and having that beautiful connection with yourself, knowing that you are worthy to have more. You're worthy to express your needs. Authenticity comes when you start accepting yourself for who you are. I used to be the kind who would try to fit into somebody else's perception of me, and you know what that led me into? That led me into feeling not my own sense, and I would then lash out later because I knew that I was not being authentic to myself. And the moment I started accepting myself for who I am, that's when everything changed for me and I attracted the right people in my life. Your top 5 people in your life dictate your life, your decisions, your beliefs. So who do you surround yourself with? What are they talking about? You have to spend time with yourself to analyze and know and be authentic and embrace. And it's okay to break up with your friends and let them go. You are the main character. You don't want to be a supporting character in your own life. You are the main character. You're here to fulfill your desire, your needs, and your purpose. How will you do it if all you do is take a back seat and let somebody else lead you, guide you? You're so afraid to shine so bright that you try to dim the light. If you're around people who try to dim your light, you are in the wrong group and you have to get out of it ASAP, because that group will not help you live a fulfilling life, will not help you level up, because all they will do is push you down and bring you down to their level, because that is exactly what they know. And thirdly, not taking initiative, letting somebody else lead you, dictate you. Where do you want to go? You don't know. All you say is wherever you want, I'm okay with it. Too adjusting, too adaptable. Instead of being over accommodating in your partner's world, try to fit your world into his to have a fulfilling relation in your life. Fourthly, setting boundaries. Your boundaries will help you. They're not there to break you or break your relations. People that are right for you will understand your boundaries, will respect your boundaries. And if somebody doesn't respect your boundary, that person is not good for you. And you have to take charge. You have to be firm and assertive about your boundaries. Hey, listen, this is not how you're going to talk to me. When I treat myself in a beautiful and a better way, if you're coming in my life, all you do is be a level up. Don't try to push me down, because I've treated myself this way. I speak to myself like this. You're not going to come here and disrespect me because I've given myself this love. What are you coming here for when you can't even match this energy that I've given to myself? Have a standard for yourself. Have a standard as to how you want to treat yourself. Because if you don't have that, anybody who treats you any less, you will accept it. But once you have a standard for yourself, hey, listen, this is how I treat myself, and this is how you will treat me. Because if you're not adding value in my life, then what are you doing in my life? I'm just better on my own. And fifth, emotional intelligence. Main character energy knows how to handle the setbacks and is very balanced in their emotion. They do not let the emotion guide them, dictate them, because emotions are temporary. One day you're happy, the next day you're sad, and you have to deal with it. Hardship will come, but emotions can't be the indicator to live your life, because emotions will fluctuate. You have to realize to have an emotional intelligence takes time. It takes time because you realize, hey, listen, every emotion is welcomed. You, instead of suppressing the emotion, you accept it. Okay, fine. Maybe I feel low. That's just life. It's only a day because it's temporary. One day I could be happy, the next day I could be low, but that doesn't mean I will not work towards achieving my goals and achieving my dreams. Our main character knows that no matter what the challenge, she is head on with her life. She knows and she has the control, self-control over her emotions. She doesn't let the mind's chatter dictate her life, dictate her energy. She knows how to tap out of that energy. She's got the tricks. Maybe she'll move a little, she'll go and work out, but she will not let emotions dictate her life and her decisions and the mood of the day. Sixth, assertiveness. She's assertive. She knows how to put herself in a healthy and beautiful way. She will not let anybody bring her down. At the same time, she will not demean anybody. That's not being assertive. That's not being main character. If you bring other people down, that means you have the villain energy, and you have to tap into the main character if you want to live a healthy, beautiful life, an authentic life. Villain is insecure. You see a main character, she's very secure. A villain on the other side, insecure, because the villain knows she is damn powerful. So what that villain does, tries to hamper her. Do you feel yourself you're shying away from speaking your truth, speaking your opinions when you are having a discussion? Do you find yourself holding back to your opinions, thoughts, thinking, what if I say something and they will not approve of me? They will not like me. They will judge me. You need to realize that whatever thoughts you have, whatever opinions you have about a topic, you don't have to force your opinions or thoughts to somebody else. But you are secure and you know what you're talking about, and they are your thoughts. They don't have to be everybody else's thoughts and opinions. They are yours. You respect your opinions. You respect other people's opinions. That is what being assertive is. Expressing yourself, expressing your thoughts, expressing your opinions, and not being afraid to use your voice. God gave you this voice, this beautiful mind. Why? To let that be in a shadow? Hell no. Hell no, you're here to come and shine and put yourself on the driver's seat and be the main character of your life. And you do that beautifully well. Seventh, you don't want to be a doormat. You want to be a main character in order to have a healthy, beautiful relation that's going to serve its purpose and stay longer in a happier way, in a fulfilling way. There's a reason you don't feel so fulfilled in your relation. Because firstly, you don't take out time for yourself to get to know yourself. Secondly, there's a void which you try to complete with having a man in your life. The worst thing you could do, the worst mistake that you could do. Thirdly, by always putting his needs and neglecting your own. Why would you do that? Why? There's a reason you don't feel fulfilled and happy. Like, look at all the things you're doing. You're over understanding instead of putting your needs, and instead of understanding what you demand out of your life and relation. So you're supportive of others. When you put yourself on a pedestal, I am the prize, and you know all these reels are like, hey girl, you are the prize. The guys are just competing for your worth and whatever. That is bullshit. You are the prize, so they have to win over you. A high value man will not tolerate this attitude. And if you are a high value woman, you will not tolerate this attitude even. When you see yourself as a prize, you see your partner and your man as being a prize as well. When I say put yourself on a pedestal, that doesn't mean somebody is below you, that you want to be dominating. No. Putting yourself on a pedestal means knowing your worth and realizing and seeing the worth in your partner as well. Respecting your boundaries, respecting your needs, at the same time respecting his boundaries, respecting his needs, putting him on a pedestal as well. Because only then can you have a healthy and fulfilling relation. supportive of others, you're supportive of his vision, you're supportive of his goals. So you're supportive of your partner. You never diss him. You don't let him diss you. You're respectful of your needs, of your goals, of your desires. You support yourself. And he supports you because he sees that you treat yourself like a queen and a prize. If you act like a prize, you don't seek options. You're not seeking people to compete for you. No, the high value man will do everything right and not everything right, but he makes sure that you know that you are his priority. And you have to equally make him feel that he is a priority too in your life. If you treat him like an option, sooner or later he will just bounce off. Because if you find somebody else, that's why I say this chasing culture. Well, hey, let him chase you, don't reply for these many hours, play all these sorts of games. Okay, fine. If you just want to chase, what happens when you have him? What happens when you have him in a relation? It's been 2-3 years. Can you play the chase game for long? You'll get tired because you're running and you're making the other person run. Eventually, both of you will just get tired. Be vocal about yourself, about your needs, and being in your true essence, so that the right man will accept you and see you for who you are. And you are able to see your toxic traits and work on it, because a relation cannot be perfect. You have to, two individuals work together, but your respect has to be there. Come to a solution instead of fighting over the same situation 1,000 times. You scream, he screams, nobody's listening. All you're doing is screaming and not coming to a solution. Have a fight, but have an effective fight. Have an effective fight wherein you take your time to understand what went wrong or why you felt the way you did. He takes his time to understand where he went wrong or what he felt, so that when you come together to resolve the issue, you both speak and you're both open to receiving from your partner. There's no blockage. There's not, you have to be sorry about this. Hey, where did I go wrong? Where did you go wrong? You talk to bring, because the love, the feeling that you have, it takes 2 seconds for the love to convert into a hate. 2 seconds. It takes so many years to build a trust. Again, 2 seconds to break the trust, break the foundation of a relation. You need to have that firm foundation in yourself, so that when you give and you come with a solid sense of self, the other person brings that solid sense of self. They're two individuals with such firm foundation, and that doesn't mean you won't have problems, but you will realize that every problem is there to help you connect more, help you connect on a deeper level, help you to adjust to each other. One person can't be doing the adjusting. One person can't be meeting the needs of another. That person will feel depleted. It takes two to make anything work and feel that fulfillment in the relation. Pursuing your goals. Just because you are in a relation, that doesn't mean you let go of your goals. Your goals still matter. Yes, they might change. But these goals are your personal goals. Self goals, relationship goals. What you want to build together, values together, family together, whatever. These are relation goals. And then you have individual goals, the self goals. What do you see? What do you want to accomplish in your life? Making bold choices, making bold moves. Because, you can't be the main character in your life if you're too afraid to make the bold move for your life. Okay, tips on having a healthy and fulfilling relation while being in your main character energy. Tip number 1, self-love and confidence. Listen, everything starts from the self. So the more you love yourself, the more you let your partner know the standard you've set for yourself, the more you tell your partner how to love you, how to treat you. If you treat yourself like a shit, if you treat your body like a shit, he's gonna treat you just the same. If you have no confidence, you're insecure about yourself, well, he will know that and use it against you. So if you have self-love and confidence, the right man will never leave your side, and he knows that how you treat yourself. He'll do everything to at least match that level and bring more and add value into your life. Tip number 2, open and honest communication. A healthy communication in a relation is so important. If you're not even able to be open, tell honestly about your needs. Listen, maybe I just need time for myself. I don't want to go out with you. I just want to spend time with my girls. Or if he says that, hey, I just want to spend time with my boys, you appreciate and value that. Like, hey, I totally understand. We don't have to be together all the time throughout it all. Because listen, your roles will change. You as a friend, you as a loving partner, you as a daughter, you as a daughter-in-law, these are all separate roles. Okay, if you make yourself about just your partner, you will get depleted, and then in that depletion, all you will do is seek his external validation or his attention in order to feel that up to the bar, and even then you're going to feel empty. So you have to spend time and be open about, hey, listen, I think I'm just going to go and spend time with my girls, or hey, I would rather spend time with my boys. Appreciate the fact that his role is not just being your guy, and your role is not just about being a wife or his girlfriend. You do have roles as individuals, as selves, as friends, role as a friend, and you need to fulfill that, and you need to have that open communication. How do you have a healthy relation and fulfilling relation? When you speak with each other with respect and honesty, instead of speaking about each other in a bitter way behind their back. Tip number 3. Setting boundaries help you express yourself and know, and makes the bond even stronger, because when you see your partner respecting your boundary and you do the same for him, it leads to a happier living, a healthy and balanced living, because you two are not relying on each other for everything. You are two separate beings who find their happiness, find their fulfillment in other areas of their life as well. A healthy relation and a fulfilling relation when you support each other. No dream is big enough. Your partner makes you believe in yourself even more. 5th, celebrating achievements. You have to celebrate each other even with their small wins, not just your wins. If everything becomes about you, the other person will feel neglected. And if you make everything about him, you will feel neglected. And you don't want that in your life. You have to celebrate each other with every small wins. Like, okay, no partner makes you feel like these wins don't matter. Every small thing, every small achievement matters. So you celebrate it together. You bring that love, you bring that healthy side, you bring that celebration into your relation by celebrating each other. Handling conflicts in a healthy and balanced way. Every relation will have their conflicts, but how do you come out of that conflict? It is telling you where the changes are needed to make the relation healthier, to make the relation happier. How do you do that? You don't talk about the situation, you don't talk about the problem. All you do is suppress the feelings, then create resentment and bitterness, and every conflict leads to a build-up. And this shows when you come together. Maybe he's making jokes about you. It was just a joke. Why are you getting offended? There's no love in that relation, and there's only resentment, there's only bitterness, and you don't want to handle the conflicts in a better way. Realize, because when you two are coming together, imagine he has his values, you have your own values. So you have to understand him and he has to understand you, and that only happens when there's a conflict. That means there's a conflict in understanding. There's a conflict in seeing things, and two individuals cannot see things in the same way. Understand each other and come to a mutual ground instead of just creating more problems, fighting over and over about the same thing and never coming to a solution. Just because you're afraid of being alone, that doesn't mean that you'll just settle for any relation, because you're afraid to start over. So, well, I don't want to start over, so I would rather have these fights and feel the void in the relation than go out, spend time with myself, get to know myself, and find a healthy relation and fulfilling relation for me. Number 7, shared goals. After every maybe a month or after 3 months, evaluate your goals together, the relationship goals. Where do you see this relation going after 3 months, after 6 months? If the relation goals are not aligned together, it's two individuals going a separate way and not coming together and not realizing, because he might think that he sees that relation after 6 months in this direction, but you see that in this direction. You know what's going to happen? Separateness. Yeah, expressing gratitude. When you sit together, you appreciate each other for even the small things that one person does. It could be the smallest thing, but you appreciate and you let him know you're thankful. You appreciate his efforts, and he does the same for you. Not taking the relation for granted, not taking your partner for granted, because have common values. What matters is what are his values. If you don't have mutual values for religion, for culture, for money, it's going to lead to a lot of issues. So instead of seeing just the physical attributes and looking at just the physical attraction, look at the compatibility and see how you both can learn from each other and find a common ground for yourself. And look at his values more than you look at his face, because that is where the diamond is. So you see the values even in terms of how he likes to spend the money and how you like to spend money, and find a common ground for yourself. Have quality time. Quality time doesn't mean he's on his phone and you are on his phone. No, when you come together, you talk, you keep the phone aside. If you're watching a movie, you watch it together. If you're out on a dinner, quality time means that you talk to each other. You talk to each other, you enjoy each other's company. If you're not even enjoying your partner's company and you have to spend the majority of your life with that partner, you will not be happy. Make sure that you have quality time in the relation and you like to spend time with your partner. You appreciate and now you like to spend time together. You love what you talk about. You like when you come together. When you go on a date, he's not on his phone. You are not on his phone. You're not just taking selfies. You put the phone aside and you get to know each other. You see each other eye to eye and get to know one another. Growth mindset. You both are willing to grow with each other. You're not controlling him. Mark, just know that I'm recording in my phone now. All I'm trying to say is the moment you start trying to change your partner, that is where the problem will arise. What if your partner doesn't want to change? What if your partner doesn't feel that it's an issue that you're trying to change about him? He likes that about him, and all you're doing is no relation should one person try to change another, because then you're not seeing each other. That being said, that doesn't mean you will not grow together. You should be willing to grow together, to have a growth mindset, to have a healthy mindset that, okay, I know my shortcomings and I'm going to work on them. You know your shortcomings and you want to work on them so that you can have a healthy relation and have a fulfilled relation. So this brings me to the end of the episode. I hope you liked it. Let me know which pointers resonated with you, how you find my videos. I would love to know any topic you would want me to touch base on. Have an empowered and fulfilled relation with the self. Only then can you have a fulfilled relation, a healthy relation with your loving partner. And also choose your partner very carefully. If you know deep in your gut, know that this relation will not lead you to even closer to your dreams, you know where you stand in the relation and where the relation stands in your life. Take charge of yourself and put yourself on a pedestal, knowing that you are worthy of everything you desire and you are worthy of being treated in a certain way. Have a standard for yourself and be the main character of your life. At the end, it's your life. To have a healthy and fulfilling relation, you have to start with being healthy for yourself. If you want to be accepted by your partner, first you have to start being accepting of yourself, of your needs, of your vulnerability, of your triggers, knowing yourself, valuing yourself. Only then can you teach your partner to do the same for you and bring happiness into your life, and you both grow together in a beautiful and healthy way. So I'm going to see you next week. Enjoy.